Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Dun, 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 dun.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Геншин. Ой.
The Windbloom Festival around this time of year? Paimon has lots of good memories from the last one. The sweet scent of flowers on the breeze, the sweet smell of tasty snacks on the breeze, the feeling of the breeze on your face? The only downside was the lack of commissions. But Paimon's sure that was just a one-time thing. There's gotta be someone who needs our help, right? Let's go see how things are this.
Большой базар.
Memories of my home.
This blade.
Time to get.
Hey there, Catherine.
Good day, you two. It's nice to see you here at this festive time.
So, got any jobs for us?
I'm afraid I'd struggle to find you any commissions in the near future. With the arrival of the Windbloom Festival, the only task most Mondstadters are busy with is preparing gifts for their loved ones, but it's customary to do this oneself without assistance. Think of this period as the off-season for the Mondstadt branch of the Adventurers Guild. Spring is here, love is in the air, and everyone wants to relax and enjoy themselves. Even the cats at the tavern next door have been getting lovey-dovey with one another recently.
Ew. Gross. You know that feeling you get when you burst out the doors after a nice nap, hoping to make it to the store before the limited edition drinks sell out, only to get there just in time to see the last 2 glasses snatched away right from under your nose by a couple of pesky lovebirds? That's what this feels like.
Perhaps you two could simply take this chance to...
Traveler, Paimon, thank goodness I found you. There's something I need your help with.
Woo! Sucrose? Go ahead, Sucrose. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway.
Phew. Okay. Here's the situation. I've been appointed as the Windbloom Festival's special ambassador by the Knights of Favonius this year. My task is to do good deeds for people during this festival of gratitude and love.
Nice one! So how did they decide who to appoint anyway?
They spun an empty bottle donated by Angel's Share inside a circle with all our names. I think so too. But everyone said that it was to make it fair, so everyone had an equal chance to become the special ambassador. The thing is, I'm not great at dealing with people, so I was really daunted by it at first. But I'm still glad that I got this role. Luckily, I came up with a way to spur myself on, which has helped. Have a look.
Is that a test tube?
Every time I do a good deed for someone, I get them to breathe into a test tube. That way, I can collect everyone's breaths of joy.
Sounds fascinating. Are you gonna use them in your research?
Yes. I believe these breaths of joy will serve as valuable raw materials for alchemical transmutation. With any luck, I'll be able to produce something truly miraculous.
Darn, now Paimon's hungry. Wait, you're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Actually, I have test results to confirm my hypothesis, though. Alchemists mustn't make claims they can't live up to. Anyway, I'm still missing one final breath of joy.
Oh, is that all you need help with? That's easy. You just treat Paimon to a sweet madame. Then you'll get your last breath of joy. Hey, come on! Paimon's doing her best to help, okay? So, does it need to be more like official or ceremonious or something?
No, joy isn't measured in those terms at all. Let me put it this way. Have you ever planted a fruit seed and cared for it while it grows? In the same way that those tender, sweet fruits are the product of your time and effort, the amount of joy derived from an experience is positively correlated to the degree of hardship overcome during it. For example, in my case, I would say that to experience a statistically significant amount of joy, I'd have to do something like spend 6 months developing a medicine formula to a point where it was finally consistently effective. Similarly, in order to collect a significant amount of joy from other people, I have to find ways to do something sufficiently challenging on their behalf.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Long story short, you want us to help you find people for you to help. Oh, that's pretty tough given that it's the Windbloom Festival and all.
Oh, I figured since you're such experienced travelers, you might have some ideas. But if even you don't know how to approach this... Really? You have a plan?
Well, if he's in, then Paimon will help too. With the talking, anyway. But, if things don't work out, can Paimon still get that... Oh, come on, Traveler. This is a festival of gratitude and love, after all. How could you refuse?
Excuse me, Sucrose? Could I borrow you for a second? Package for you.
Oh, sure. Be right back.
Wait, is that who Paimon thinks it is? That's Kale, right? When did
Kale
she
в
arrive in
Mondstadt.
Mondstadt?
Колей.
Let's go say hi.
Колей. Колей в Манштаде.
Kale,
Тын-тын-тын.
Oh, hey you guys. What are the chances?
you were staring into space just now. Something the matter?
No, don't worry. I'm fine. I was just looking at a Mondstadt children's book in the souvenir shop over there. While I was flipping through it, a piece of paper fell out. The writing on it was really mysterious. Almost like a prophecy.
Really?
You can do these things. You may light the lantern of utmost joy and receive a supreme blessing.
And what does these things refer to?
Find a flower that is not of this world. Find a guide who will never get lost. Find one who would never lie. Find a legend that never ends. So, 4 things in total. Here, have a look.
Have a look.
I asked a lady who owns the store about it, but she said that she didn't know anything about any paper slips.
А где Эмберт?
Hi there. Sorry to butt in, but what's the name of that storybook you just mentioned? Oh, it was called The Boar Princess. That is strange. I've read that book, and it sounds like that note you found has no relation to the story at all. Do you know her?
Let Paimon do the honors. Kale, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Avonius. And Sucrose, meet Kale. She's a trainee forest ranger from Sumeru's Avidia Forest.
Hello. Hi.
Стесняшки.
This is getting awkward fast. You're both so shy.
So, Sucrose, what are your thoughts on this prophecy? Could it be real? Without having done any research, I couldn't comment definitively. But if you want my subjective opinion, I don't think that it's a nasty prank or anything. The only people who read children's books are those with a childlike wonder and imagination. Or children, of course.
Imagination.
I'm sure that whoever put this prophecy there would understand that. Would they really do this just to spread lies and ruin someone's innocence? I can't imagine anyone being so cruel.
That's a great take for a child's feeling. Okay, so what do you think the blessing is, Sucrose?
If I had to guess, maybe a fairy that can make people's wishes come true or something? I haven't read many fairy tales, so this is pure speculation, with no other information on hand or prior research to compare against. I'm afraid it might not even be worth considering.
Wow! Her guesswork is really good, though. I want to pick her brain some more. But will she find it annoying if I keep asking her questions? We've only just met after all. What's the best thing to say to someone you're meeting for the first time? Well, yes. I mean, if possible.
Then, what would you wish for, Kale?
I'd wish for a better personality.
Uh-huh.
Huh? You can't waste it on that. You've got a great personality already. That's very kind of you. But if you know me like I do... Kale!
О,
I know
Эмбер.
that voice. It's...
Эмбер. Ой.
Kale!
Колей.
You made good time, huh? Way earlier than I expected. I spotted your green hair way off in the distance. Good thing my eyes are sharp, or I'd have missed you.
Amber! Have you been doing well? Did you finish all the pita pockets I brought you last time?
You bet. They're getting yummier each time you make them.
Huh? Wait, remind Paimon, have you made them on staff before? A long time ago, I had a lot of help from a lot of people here in Mondstadt. So ever since my Alizar got better, I've been looking out for an opportunity to come back to Mondstadt and tell them all the news that I've been cured. Thanks.
If it's
Thanks.
okay with everyone, why don't I take Kale for a walk around town? I'd like to show her some of the places she didn't get to see last time.
Of course. Fine by me.
Sure, go right ahead. Sorry, Amber. I agreed to meet my traveling companions by the city gate in a few minutes, so I can't go with you just yet.
Oh, that's all right. In that case, you guys go rest up, and I'll go see Master Jean to ask for some time off.
Oh, okay.
Traveler Sucrose, could you look after Kale for now? I'll come get her later and take her out. There's still a whole bunch of people I need to introduce her to.
Sure, no problem.
Awesome. See you later then.
You alright there, Kale? You look kinda disappointed. I'm sorry. I'm just feeling a little shy today. Don't worry about me. Amber wants to introduce me to more of her friends. Am I gonna be able to cope? I've only met Sucrose so far. I'm already struggling to make conversation. I wish I had a little more self-confidence. Then I'd find it much easier to make friends with people. It's nearly time! Let's go to the gate and see if they've arrived.
Андуст. Ух ты, кто это может быть?
Why is this humble windmill such a great view?
I mean, it's understandable. It must have been a long time since you last came to Mondstadt.
Because it is the true Great Vayu
My.
Vyastra? Oh, come on. Don't tell me you don't get it. View, Vayu, and also Mahamatra, Vayu Vyastra? No?
Kainari! Sino! Over here!
Whew, am I glad to see you.
Тигнари, Сайна, Варахир.
And who's this young lady?
Тигнари, Сайна,
This is
Манштадт.
Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. We just met. Sucrose, this is my teacher Tainari. He's a highly respected forest watcher in Sumeru, and he's also a very famous botanist.
Kale's exaggerating. I'm Tainari. Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
So you have a teacher as well, extremely knowledgeable too. And this is General Mahamatra Sino of the Sumeru Academia. He's really famous in Sumeru as well.
Greetings. Though if I might say so, we're purely here for personal reasons. You needn't be unduly concerned with our official positions. And Kale, there's no need to use my full title. Sino is fine. Or sir, if you absolutely must.
Indeed. We're not here in an official capacity. Just to keep Kale company on her vacation.
Keep me company? But it was you two that insisted on coming.
Kale is very important to us. We felt obliged to ensure her safety on the long, treacherous journey to Mondstadt.
But I've been here on my own loads of times before.
What about your work, though? What if something bad happens while the General Mahamatra's away?
There should be
Mahamatra.
no issues. I have left my duties in the hands of my subordinates, and two especially reliable helpers.
Oh, Sucrose. What were you saying about you having a teacher as well? I was just going to mention that I think we're in a somewhat similar situation. I'm an
Situation.
assistant to Mr. Albedo, Mondstadt's genius alchemist.
Oh, please, Sucrose. Genius is an unnecessary epithet. It will serve only to leave an exaggerated impression of me in the minds of our guests.
Mr. Albedo, but it is an objective truth.
Альбедо.
Hey, Albedo's here too! Great! The more the merrier!
So tell me, Sucrose, since your specialty is bioalchemy, what do you know about the antitoxic properties of the calla lily?
Wait! Can we hold off on the nerdy topic for now? Paimon doesn't want to be left out.
Oh, as it happens, I've studied the calla lily in quite some detail before, with it being a species native to Mondstadt. I wrote a whole report on my findings. If you're interested, Mr. Tainari, sir, I can go get it for you.
We're supposed to be here on vacation. You're already thinking about how to improve your herbal medicines? Also, I thought we'd agreed to take on new identities for this trip.
What new identities?
Mine was Adventurer Sino, skilled desert explorer. Tainari's was technological consultant to the treasure hoarders. And Kale's was traveling musician. Very much so.
I do wish some of the less cautious adventurers in the Avidya forest would consider coming to Mondstadt instead. What Philanimo mushrooms lack in texture, they make up for in not causing vomiting or diarrhea.
Are you contemplating using some compounds from the calla lily as active ingredients in a targeted antidote?
Yes, I gathered a few on the way here, and my initial research suggests to me that it could be worth a try.
Okay, I got it. But as much as I don't wish to be a wet blanket, it takes a huge amount of experimental data to conclusively prove how different drugs interact. Estimating the total development time would be very difficult. Add in the time for procurement and delivery of essential materials, And I'm not sure if we could complete development before you need to return.
Then please, allow me to help.
Mr. Albedo.
Apologies for my tardy entrance in the present discussion. I understand you're looking to make an antidote for poisonous fungi, correct? If you happen to have some samples with you, or relevant documentation on hand, perhaps you might give me the chance to review them later. But before that,
Мистер Альбедо.
I invite the three of you to look at this.
Ночлег господина Гетте. Что это?
Food and lodging arrangements? Were you quietly writing this up the whole time? Paimon didn't even notice.
Notice.
Rather,
Hardly.
I should apologize for interrupting a serious discussion between trained professionals, especially after they've traveled so far to be here, when I myself am neither an adventurer, nor a technological consultant, nor a musician. Nevertheless, I would encourage you to have a knowledgeable local arrange your detailed itinerary while you're in Mondstadt. Take a look, and should you find anything here to be objectionable, it can easily be adjusted.
This is too kind of you. These arrangements are quite excellent.
It looks great! Even Paimon feels like tagging along for the food and board.
Din 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 din.
That's why it's called tagging along!
Very comprehensive. The adventurer, technological consultant, and musician all approve. Thank you.
Just one thing. We'd like the chance to cook as well. Why don't we change the group dinner to a camping and cooking trip?
I'll help pitch the tents!
I can help too.
And Paimon will take him to Good Hunter to order some starters. Mondstadt's cold cut platter is not to be missed.
Din din din
Great,
din
then
din din.
it's decided. Sucrose and I will bring the three of you to your inn for a quick rest. You two, let's
YouTube.
meet by the lake this evening.
Welcome to Mondstadt. Куда идти? Mondstadt welcomed you. Кто там Сара? Кудзё Сара.
Can we have a cold cut platter to go?
Sure, coming right up. Would you like anything else?
Do we,
Тын, тыры-дым.
Okay.
На PS это мой основной аккаунт, поэтому
Yay! You're the best person in the whole wide world!
понимаешь?
I'll give you the sweet flower from that sweet madame as a wind bloom. No need to worry about that.
Ой.
Make room for good food.
All right.
Пока зайти, что-то мне не хочется перекидывать этот аккаунт на ПК. Пока что. Боюсь потерять,
Was great.
взломать, там все
That was
такое.
a wind bloom treat, then Paimon wishes it could be the wind bloom
Распространенное
festival
явление.
every day.
Ну, может, когда-нибудь, когда надо будет. Пока что не надо. Пока что не надо. Sucrose. Что тут такое? Ух ты, что они там готовят вкусно?
All right, looks like we're all here.
Not at all. We just came early to set everything up, since we happen to be free today. Kale put up the tent so quickly, but still managed to tie very sturdy knots. You can really tell that she's a professional. I didn't do much apart from passing materials around.
Thanks. It's all thanks to Master and Sino. They taught me everything I know.
What can I say? For a skilled adventurer, this is just another day on the job.
Are you quite finished? Or were you going to sing each other's praises till the moon rises? Come on, let's all sit down.
Come on. Ой, чё так долго?
That sunshine sprat was really very good. I didn't watch you cook it, but I believe that the prominent umami flavor of the dish owes itself to more than the fish alone.
That's correct. Any further deductions?
Let me think. The aroma was quite uniform. Unlike that of a spice blend, it was also unfamiliar to me. So I would venture that it was a Mondstadt specialty. As far as edible Mondstadt plant species are concerned, calla lilies are usually used in soups. So if I had to guess... small lampgrass?
That's right. I've long heard that Sumeru's fish with cream sauce is noted for its gentle
Cream
texture,
sauces.
which brings out the tenderness of the fish. Here in Mondstadt, we're not quite as varied in the use of spices as in Sumeru, but the principle of bringing certain distinct flavors to the forefront through combinations of natural ingredients is very much the same.
I liked it a lot. I'm curious as to the exact ratio of ingredients.
I'll write a copy of the recipe for you.
Would anyone like to try the nutrient-dense meal I made?
I'll have some.
What about you, Kale? It doesn't look like you've eaten very much. Is your appetite low at the moment?
No. I just don't eat a lot normally.
Dum dum dum.
Sorry. I didn't mean to make things awkward.
Tainari, while we were on the road, we spotted something white, walking on two legs. Was that Paimon?
Which day was this?
Just after passing through Stonegate.
Sino, are you sure your eyes were working that day? Or maybe your hood was blocking your vision? Paimon always flies. There's no way she'd ever walk.
Is that right? I thought that you'd made me snacked on too many local ground nuts.
Чё такие лица?
No? Not funny? Ground, you know. As in ground up, but also the ground. Ground nuts make you fall to the ground.
Think of this as part of a process of getting to know Sino. On the bright side, these jokes show that he thinks of you as his friends.
Still, we could test the hypothesis.
What hypothesis?
That plant species indigenous to Mondstadt may have an effect on the motor functions of flying lifeforms.
Hey! Paimon's not your test subject! Anyway, by your logic, wouldn't that mean that eating, say, Zaitun peaches, that would make a sick Paimon peachy in no time or something?
Зайка, валяй, Пэм.
Hey! Not you too! I think the Traveler and Paimon's conversations are more entertaining than Sino's jokes.
I see. You must have been keeping quiet about this grievance for quite some time now.
You seem much cheerier now that you're here in Mondstadt, Sino. Actually, feels like you're a completely different person.
That's because I'm Sino the Adventurer.
In fairness, you
Oi,
only
oi.
saw him in his work mode while you were in Sumeru. He's actually like this most of the time when he's in a good mood.
Yep, it's true. Sometimes when he's eating, he'll grumble about how the bowl is too shallow for the amount of food it contains and other random stuff like that.
I understand. Then allow me to reintroduce myself.
Генерал
You knew me
Махаматра.
as General Mahamatra Sino. Now, please see me as Sino the Adventurer.
Yeah, so that's another thing he does. He'll keep repeating something he thinks is funny until you stop trying to resist.
So you have two different mental states? Almost like different phases of matter. Interesting. I want to learn to do that too.
I think in your case, the two states we would end up with would be highly conscientious sucrose and stupefied sucrose. Oh, by the way, was there any reason in particular that you chose Mondstadt as your destination on this occasion?
Oh, well, Lisa once told me that the Windbloom Festival is one of Mondstadt's biggest events of the year. I wanted to take this opportunity to give everyone a Windbloom as a token of my heartfelt gratitude for everything they've done to look after me.
Everything.
Plus, it was a good chance for Kale to get out and meet some new people.
Kale Lily.
What?
Kale's Windbloom. Maybe she should call it a Kale Lily. It sounds very Mondstadt. There's also Kale Flower, which would technically make more sense. But somehow, it doesn't sound as nice.
Moving swiftly on.
Wow, he just completely ignored the joke and carried on the conversation. Guess sometimes that's the only way forward.
Sumeru's been through some major changes recently, and things at work have only just started to calm down. I don't get many opportunities to take a vacation, and this was a chance to join Kale on her trip while also learning a few things about Mondstadt's flora and fauna that I'll be able to pass on to my peers and students on my return. Two birds with one stone.
How about you, Sino?
I came to ensure Kale's safety.
That's just an excuse. Plain and simple.
Also, there's the matter of
Also.
a Genius Invocation TCG custom-made card back.
Aha! So you did have an ulterior motive.
Have you all played Genius Invocation TCG before? And that is why I am proud to call you my friend. When I first began contemplating getting a new card back, I asked around before eventually deciding to ask the legendary Mr. Calx for guidance. A friend of mine, Sawada, whom I played cards with on occasion, had been to Inazuma for the Irodori Festival. He told me that
Иродори
Calx was a monster,
фестиваль.
so I should try my luck there.
How?
Привет, привет.
Isn't that...
You mean, he's a friend of yours?
I see. So,
Ай, Сими просто лень
you came
скипать.
to Mondstadt
Слишком
in
долго.
search of Calx.
No, that is inaccurate. I came here principally to protect Kale.
You most certainly did not. Kale's been here on the quiet numerous times, and this is the first time you felt the need to join.
Not only me, same applies to you too, doesn't it?
If my writer friend were here now, I'm sure he would describe this curious
I'm
coincidence
sure.
as having the makings of a good story. It's always a pleasure to meet a fan.
Oh, here it
Тым,
comes.
тырым, тым, тым.
Wait, you mean you're Mr. Calx?
Having my new friends address me by my pen name feels somewhat unusual. Please, just call me Albedo.
Huh. So you're Calx. Sino's been talking about you non-stop recently. He's intent on getting you to design a bespoke card back for him.
You didn't have to say all that.
I don't usually take private commissions, but I believe that we are friends now, all of us. Our conversations have been deep and interesting. And Sino,
Interesting.
your passion for this game is indeed one of a kind. I can see it in your eyes.
Obviously.
And given that you've come all this way from Sumeru to see me, I'd be quite honored to take this commission.
Wow, your teacher's so nice.
I feel the same about yours. Well, They definitely have different personalities, but they're similar when it comes to their character.
So, how much should I budget for the timeless masterpiece you will produce for me?
Surely timeless masterpiece.
Оценку песни за баллы. Там же есть заказать музыку или песню. Где она ща?
Don't mind him. These TCG nut jobs are all like this.
I see.
Ты не вот песню, петь песню на заказ. На. Вот эту ждите сообщения, так я живел сообщение. О. То же самое будет.
Well, the joke's ability to induce laughter is a separate matter, but I certainly find them fun.
If I might interrupt,
То же самое будет.
My nutritional meal!
Will it be okay? Should we go over and take a look too?
Поговорите с кем? Поговорить с Харузой. Sucrose.
Only the base is burned. We can still use the cooking pot. It just needs a bit of a wash.
Good thing Tainari's nose is so sharp. Has he been in this kind of situation a lot before?
I know, it's just... I'm sorry to disappoint Sino. I guess we'll have to do this again another day. Oh, yes. I'm not sure if you've noticed. Kali seems a little... depressed. I noticed she was in a low mood when everyone was talking. Remember the note she received? I was just thinking. I want to try solving this riddle and giving Kali the chance to accept the blessing.
She's someone who needs your help.
Exactly. Maybe she'll be willing to breathe into my test tube. But anyway, that can wait. As much as I'd like to make progress in my research, I'd prefer to see her smile.
All right. We'll help out too.
You will? Then tell me, honestly, do you think that this prophecy is for real too?
Да, за миллиард баллов? Да, что? Чё не так?
Right.
All right. Let's meet at the alchemy crafting bench in the city. I've got some thinking to do in the meantime. We're back.
Мы вернулись. Наверное, всю жизнь.
Stop, please. I don't need to hear it a fifth time.
Да блин, чё не нажимается? А, отключилась.
Didn't you say you want to see the Dragon of the East at some point? When are you going?
Tomorrow morning. And you? What are your plans?
And
I'll
you?
go into the mountains to have a stroll and collect a few plants as samples.
Oh, perhaps I could join you? I'll be looking for inspiration for these card back illustrations.
Found you. I knew I was onto something as soon as I saw the fire. Wow, you have really sharp eyes.
That's an outrider for you.
Uh-oh. Did we break the fire safety rules or something?
Actually, you didn't. Strictly
Да.
speaking, you should have reported your plans first. But since two of our very own alchemists are here, I'm happy to look the other way. Ah, yes, introductions. I'm Amber, and this is the Reconnaissance Company Captain Eula, a good friend of mine.
Good evening. You are friends of Kale, yes? A pleasure to meet
Yes. А Виола откуда-то появился.
The pleasure is ours. I've heard a...
You asked that last time too.
Или второе что? Но я могу купить вот это. За миллиард который.
Glad to know we've made a good impression so far. Anyway, we're just here. Come on, Kale. We're gonna take you to check out a few scenic spots.
Okay, great.
Да блин. Какой же тупой телефон, ужас.
Yes, we've met. She's Kale's most important friend. And for that, we are also very grateful to her.
That's Amber for you. Her outgoing personality means she can make friends with just about anybody.
Anybody.
It's getting late, and we still have a lot lined up to...
All right, I'll start packing up.
You're gonna get the tone-deaf bard to check out that note, aren't you?
Да, cool.
Guess Paimon knows you pretty well, huh? Knowing him, he should be hitting the taverns around this time. We can go corner him and make him answer our questions. Let's move!
No, let's move. Screws. Что? Не понимаю, что? Что ты говоришь? Ой. Вентилятор чужой, что ли? Алкаш местный.
Tone-deaf bard drinking as usual. Put your drink down and get your game face on. We've got some important questions for you, Mr.
Okay.
So, what do you make of it?
Aren't you forgetting something? It's the Windbloom Festival right now. You can't just go around asking people for help so blatantly.
Well, if you won't tell us the answer, could you at least tell us if this thing's worth a shot?
Sounds to me like you want a hint or two. A fine answer.
Запрет слова, наверное, да.
This prophecy is very powerful. If you manage to
Запрет
solve the riddle,
слова.
good things are sure to happen. Also,
Also,
I know where this lantern is. Once you've found the 4 things, I'll even write the location down for you. Isn't that generous of me?
Whatever. We weren't expecting much from you anyway. You can get back to guzzling wine and blowing wind now.
Oh, woe is me. Paimon sees me as nothing more than a drunken minstrel. There are actually a great many things that we bards are required to do.
Понятно. Осуждаете.
Once this is over, would you like to join me for a drink? You know, a favor for a favor.
Понятно. Понятно. Осуждаю. 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 Кто кинул? Кикнул.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wand.
Кевин, кто это?
A flower that is not of this world. Not of this world.
Ой, какие ягоды.
We've got some good news and some bad
Биловринат.
news. Which would you like to hear first?
Билофринат.
Let's have the bad news first, I guess.
Билалофринат. Кикнул.
Really?
Кинул.
Don't most people use... Oh, all right then. Basically, we went to Windrise to divine the breeze. The wind said that
Что-то
the
раз не
bond
может
is
теперь
real
играть.
and that your idea is a really good one.
That doesn't sound like bad news. So what's the real bad news then?
Paimon ate the bad news.
Раз настолько крысиная игра. Ужас прям. Не могу.
Blame Sino. If it's not funny, then it's his fault.
Такая крысиная игра. Ужас
It's
просто.
fine. Well, that puts my mind at rest. Now, back to the other issue I've been mulling over. I was thinking about the flower that is not of this world. It could mean a human-cultivated variety that doesn't occur in nature. But that's basically claiming that it doesn't come from this world in the first place, when actually it's just a variant of an existing breed. So, the initial question is, can the flower's
Хоп,
origins be traced
мусорок.
back to a
Не
natural
шей мне
organism?
срок.
If so, it cannot be correctly described as not of this world. But then, supposing we identified something outside of that category, whose job would it be to decide whether it belongs in this world or not? Then the question becomes, do of this world and from this world mean the same thing? Or is it deeper than that?
Whoa, whoa, slow down. Paimon's head is already starting to spin.
Okay, I did have one other line of thought as well. What about a flower created using alchemy? Would that be not of this world?
Is world?
Albedo may know the answer,
Альбедо.
but asking him right away would be like asking the teacher for the answers to your exam paper. It would render our search for the truth meaningless. I'd rather try and figure this out for myself.
Could it be the wind bloom?
Oh, now that you mention it, that's definitely a possibility. The wind bloom doesn't refer to a specific flower. Everyone defines what it means for themselves. In which case, the wind bloom doesn't exist in reality. This does seem like a promising direction. I've made a note. Okay, I better go read up on this.
Yay! Paimon was actually
Да.
useful this time.
I'll need some time to prepare. Could we meet up here in,
Конченые
say,
какие-то типы.
2 days' time?
Sure thing. In the meantime,
В телегу
we'll also
еще
think about
писать.
the other 3 riddles in the prophecy.
Как они вообще нашли?
But, since we're really going for this now, shouldn't we say something to Kale about it?
I originally wanted to leave it as a surprise for her, and I also didn't want to get her hopes up over nothing. But you're right, Paimon. I'll need to be careful how I word it. But I'll try to find some time over the next couple days to mention it to her. All right. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much. О, наконец-то ерунда открылась. При встрече на ветру. Тырырырым. Угу. Цветочная погоня. Яблоки на снегу. Здравствуйте, Лиз. Приветствую. Добро пожаловать. Добро пожаловать. Ти. Бобро пожаловать. Тырырыры. Какой инструмент вы хотите использовать первым? Лира, Петров. Окей, давай, приятно. Нажмите на кнопку. А. Идеально. Идеально. Все, пон. Ой-ой, опять это ерунда. Ну. Блять, слишком быстро, я не вижу ничего. Пиздец, что делать? Нет, спасибо. Что это был? Выбор уровня сложности. Жестко. И не успеваю за этим уследить. Ой, не та кнопка. И сейчас толком не успеваю. Изи, идеально пишет. Реально, что ли? Идеально. Идеально. Не может быть. Ой, блядь, потерялся. Кадзуха могёт. Ё-моё. Потерялся. Изи, видали, да? О, начало получаться. Либо я слепой, либо уже стар. Нежно. Нет, все, хватит. Получить. Попробуем. Нет, не успеваю. Блин. Почти. Идеально. Не может быть. Кадзуха могет. Тяжелый на 2400, ладно. Ну-ка, магазин, что могу купить? Трым-тым-тым-тым. Магазин. А где тут меч-то? Побуждение цветка в латах. А, вот она. I can memory is my home. Тын-тын-тырын-тын. Ой, я заработал дропс. Спасибо. Тын-тын-тырын-тын. Помогите, говорит. А вот она. Начать испытание. Развлечение ветряных цветов. Ну где эта хрень? Это... Бля, пиздец. Пипец, я слепой не вижу, где эта хрень. К нему может подойти? Хочу. Одиночный. Увеличение скорости атаки. Собирайте благословление шторма. Тын-дын, тын-дын. Вот это нужно собирать, как я понимаю. Ой, как сложно. Самое трудное задание. Нет, он меня сейчас поймает.
Time to go.
Нет. Ну, умные хотят.
Time to go.
Тырырырырым. О, тут еще один. Быстрый какой-то. Это что, защита какая-то? Тын-тын-тын-тын-тырын. Выйти. PlayStation, Baba G. Элементальный навык. Ты-ты-ры-ты-тын. Ура, я получил меч. Совместный можно, давай попробуем совместно. Вдвоем только. Еще один казах. Дым-дым. Блять, и он тоже яку взял. Да блять. Что такое? Нет. Забавно получилось. Забавно. Да тут этот спринт не работает. Блядь, ну что такое? Ой. Тын-тын-тын-тын-тын-тын. Ой-ой, чуть не поймали меня. А-а-а! Блин, опять, это как? Да блин, уйти. Прикольно.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Ну, чил, конечно. Тын, тырын, тырырырырын. Чё, все, наверное, да? Бай. Тын, тырын. Тыры-тыры-тын, тырын. Тым-тым. Начать испытание. А, это то же самое. Плауэн. Опять совместно на го. Виолетта. Холодно на улице. Тын-тырын. Включай Виолетта. Ой, блядь, что за люди? Плоуэн. Совместный. 1, 2, 3. Четкий ник.
No, my sword! Wind Strider! Share!
Цветочная погоня. А как же мне долго грузит?
Take it easy. Time to go.
Тын-тын-тын. Тут нет ничего. Турум.
Time to go.
Тын-тын-тын-тын. Тын-тын-тын-тын-тын.
Time to go.
А это чё? Тын-тын-тын. Забавно. Тын-тын-тын-тын-тын-тын. Бух.
Time to go.
Появился венок. Тын-тын-тын-тын-тын-тын. 5400. Тим-тим-ти-ти-ти-тин-тин-дирин. все. Тым-ты-тым. Рым. Быстрые съемки. Тырырым. Фотокамера анемония. Еще одна фотокамера. Зачем столько много? Сменить. И эту хрень надо поставить.
Rain outlines your fate.
Clouds high. Birds come.
Time for a light show.
Space. Тын-тын-тын. PlayStation такое говно, ужас прям. Не могу. Что тут надо делать? Подтвердить? А, сначала вот так. Вот так вот как-то.
Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
R1. А, выбрать. С 8 утра до 17:00.
Wherever in this world I go, I carry memories of my home.
Перестаньте испытание режим съемки.
It is the
Вау.
last link I have to the land of my birth.
Подтвердить. Получить награды. Спасибо. Начать съемку. Дын-дын-дын-дын-дын-дын-дын. На крыше. Та-та-та-тан. Так. Примерно вот так. Используйте персонажа из Монштада. Блин. Синтю это не Моннаждат. Синтю, иди в жопу. Ладно, шучу, не иди. Беннет. Крутой Беннет. Бенни. Синяк. Местный алкаш. Начать съемку. Тын-тырырын-дрын-тын-дыры-дын. Тын-тыры-дын-дрын. Тын-дыры-дын. Подтвердить. Куда он делается? Тырырын. Начать съемку. Тырырын, блин, холодно, ноги мерзнут уже.
Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me.
Ночью жарко, днем холодно. Точнее, душно ночью. Ура, я заработал еще один Twitch Drops. Спасибо. Начать съемку. Кто там хочет зайти?
Weather is not bad today. Oh crud! I jinxed it. Now it's bound
I
to rain.
jinxed it.
Adventure time.
Походу наверху. Как же изи играть с Кадзухой. Вообще по кайфу есть же. Приготовить камеру. Персонаж выполняет обычную или заряженную атаку. Персонаж. Получить. Подтвердить место съемки, начать. Блин, туда-сюда мотают меня. Дым.
Time to go.
Дай деньги, дай деньги.
Time to go.
А, наверху. А я-то думал. Шепчущий лес. Трым. Трым.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Трым.
Time to go.
Что там нужно сделать? 17.
Wherever in this world I roam,
I can memories my home. Погода испортилась. Закрыто. Это последнее. Так, эксперт. Ой, как трудно.
Clear weather all around brightens the heart.
Трым. Трым, трым. Лиз. Я попробую. Тяжелый сразу. Боже. Блин. Мне кажется, за Альбедо намного легче. Может и нет. Может и нет. Не отпускай. Сразу. Тырырырыры. Ой, как долго комбо. У меня глаза разбегаются. Ну хотя бы 3000. Тын-ди-динь. Выберу уровень сложности. Тыры-дын-дын-дын-дын-дын-дын-дын. Динь-динь-динь-динь. Провал. 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 Тинь. Тынь-тынь-тынь-тынь-тынь-тынь. Тара-дынь-дынь-дынь-дынь. Идеально, хорошо, идеально. Не идеально. 4000. Ой, нет. И тут провал. 4555. Да, нежно. Хотя бы так. Тут еще закрыто. По-моему, все сделал, все, что открыто было. Так, неувядающая нежная грация. Цветок в латах. Где она? Цветок в латах. Детали. Тайный язык ветра и цветов после попадания элементальным навыком по противнику или активации элементальной реакции. Ну, такое себе. Хотя красивый меч. Трым, 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 трым. Неувядающая нежная грация. Почему тут одна... Тым-дым-дым-дым-дым. Пятнадцать, 60 единиц. Неплохо. А, наверное, надо на эксперте пройти, чтобы получить 90 праздничных. Да, это будет сложно. А я запутаюсь уже. Да, нежно, сколько нужно там? Там... Нежно. Да блин, от эксперта и сложно. Особой разницы нет, мне кажется. А эксперта и тяжелая, особой разницы нет. Тын-тырын-тын. Блять. Дыры-дыры-дыры-дыры. Профукал момент. Дing-ding. Тын-тын-тын-тын. Пойдет, короче. Тын-ты-тын. Дын-дын-дын-дын-дын-дын-дын-дын-дын-дын-дын-дын. Да я опять потерял. 5. Тыры-дын-дын-дын-дын. О, изи. До 5000. Чуть-чуть. О, сейчас будет пятерочка. Тры-трын. Изи. Что я там могу еще купить? Корону 600 обменять. Корона подождет. Ай, не туда. Тыры-дын-дын. Тыры-дын-дын-дын-дын-дын-дын-дын. Изи, это последний. Ура! Максимум. Священные хищники. Священные хищники. Тыры-дын-дын-дын-дын-дын-дын-дын. Ой, боже. Еще и мир не лутанный, ужас. А сундуков до хренища. А так лень хватать. Ой.
Kamisato Ayaka, present.
Want me to come along?
А если вместо Кадзухи использовать? Использовать Сёгун.
You want me on your team?
Райден.
The campaign begins.
Ну-ка, ну-ка. Электро. Ну и где они? Это оно, что ли?
Fire hazard!
I'm going in.
Gather!
Illusion shattered.
Иллюзия Shadow.
Time for a light show!
Стой, птичка.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Делику, наверное, нужно это оружие, да? А не какая-то волчья погибель. Крутой делюк с этой пушкой. Синьянь. Тым-ты-тым. Так, возвысить. Трым-ты-дым. Крутая пушка на делюка. О, как красивый стал. Так, теперь сюда. Трым-тырым-тырым. Ой, блин, пиздец. Трым-тырым. Он наверху, что ли? Здрасте. Здрасте, здрасте. Блин, почему из монстарского оружия нужно фармить ресурсы где-то в ебенях? Абсурд, честно говоря. Абсурд. Пески Аль-Азифа. Вау. Туруруруру. Сахароза. Что там сахароза? Тыран-дан-тыры-даран. Тырин-дин-тыры-дырин, тырин-тин-тыры-дырин.
Oh, Traveler, Paimon. I only just arrived myself, so I'm still getting ready. Ah, and Kale just passed by a moment ago. She said she had some things to sort out at the inn where she's staying, but she'll meet up with us when she's done. Apparently, Tainari and Sino both went out, but she stayed behind because she wanted to help us. Not too bad. After reviewing it again with fresh eyes, I came up with a new theory which seems to hold some water. I'll attempt to explain it as simply as I can. I believe that each of the 4 things in the prophecy refers to a different field of knowledge. So, in a way, the prophecy is a test of the reader's intelligence. But it's unlikely for any one person to have expertise in all these different areas. So I suggest that we seek out one expert from each and get their opinion. Also, in 2 out of the 4 areas, the prophecy seems to want us to find specific people. It may even turn out that the people themselves are the answers.
So it sounds like we should put our heads together and list out the people who can help us.
Exactly. I think we can go through each riddle in turn and generate 4 groups of names to match the 4 questions.
of this world.
Personally, I would still go with Albedo for this one. Alchemy is the most...
Exactly! You're the creator of the tetratanic sweet flower. Who knows? Maybe that's the flower we're looking for.
Huh? You really think so?
Oh, but what about Tainari? He's a forest watcher and knows all about plants. If it's a flower we're looking for, maybe he's the man for the job.
Alright, I'll add him to the list as well. On to group 2. This subject is a guide who will never get lost.
That's kind of abstract. Does it just mean someone who never loses their way?
Wait, but they have to be able to guide others too. So it's not...
Oh, you mean Mona? Yeah, she definitely counts.
Mona. Yes, she certainly seems very confident. And she can use her astrology to guide people.
Would Bennett count? Well, his luck's so bad that as long as you go in the opposite direction from him, you'll always be going the right way, right?
I see. I suppose I can't argue with that logic.
Add him to the list. Finding everyone won't take long, so one extra person won't hurt.
I know. Would Outrider Amber be a valid candidate for this category as well?
Yeah, she would! She's got a great sense of direction after all. As a matter of fact, when the Traveler and Paimon first came to Mondstadt, she was actually the one who gave us directions.
Yes, she's certainly a good guide.
Is there anyone else?
Let me think. Yes, I believe there may be one more.
I believe.
Albedo once made a set of equipment for Miko from the reconnaissance company. He's their surveyor and an exceptional pathfinder. He's even instructed others in the discipline of surveying before. So in my view, he's highly likely to lose his way and would be very good at helping others find theirs.
Cool! Another one for our list!
Wait, Kale should have been here by now. Wonder what's taking her so long. Sorry, could we continue our chat somewhere else?
Oh, you wanna go see how she's doing, right? Sure, let's all go.
Balenciaga.
Hi, Kale.
Hi,
Hope we're
Kale.
not intruding or anything. Is everything okay?
Sucrose! I was preparing some stuff. Is it
Sucrose.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Похоже,
Don't
Кале
worry. The
не
Traveler
успел
and I only
прочитать.
just met up. We were just worried that you might get lost along the way, so we thought that we'd come get you.
Thank you. I'm ready to join you now.
Thank you.
How's that thing going?
So let's pick up where we left off.
Next up is the third line. One who would never lie. Anyone spring to mind? You really think so? Seems like it would be pretty difficult for someone in his position to avoid having to lie. Then what about Kaya? He's the cavalry captain and a rather popular figure, but... You think there's something fishy about him too, huh? Yeah, he's definitely a sneaky one. Bet he lies all the time. I can't help but agree with you there. There's the tone-deaf bard. But on second thought, he wouldn't qualify either. He talks way too much nonsense. Is there anyone else for Bissing?
Acting Grandmaster Jean? She has a good name in that regard, but from what I know, she sometimes covers up the truth out of concern for those around her. For example, when Lisa loses track of time in the library and misses her patrol shift, Jean will come up with some excuse, like Lisa's ill today. Also, she sometimes makes up stories to get Klee to behave, like the one about the big monster that comes to catch naughty kids who don't go to bed on time. Do you think that rules her out?
White lies are still lies. No, we're the ones being strict.
Rosaria doesn't strike me as the type of person to lie.
Rosarie.
Oh, Kale, you probably haven't met her yet, have you? She's a sister from the... She stopped by the alchemy bench once, a long time ago, and asked me about Albedo. I thought maybe she was trying to find him, for work or something. But when I asked, she just said that she was curious about him because he was so intelligent, and wanted to talk to his assistant to find out what he was like. A lot of people might have given a more tactful justification, but I could see in her face that she wasn't trying to hide anything. She was just very direct and straightforward. That's why I don't think of her as the lying type.
Rosaria doesn't look like the sort of person you want to get into a fight with. Maybe she just fights her way out of situations that some people might lie to get out of.
I can definitely see that. I've also heard the other sisters say that Rosaria doesn't even make excuses when she skips choir. She just doesn't show up.
She's a tough cookie, huh? Let's put her name down.
In that case, I think Sino fits in this list too.
True. Lying's probably more trouble than it's worth for someone like him. Kinda like with Rosaria. Oh, and Paimon also nominates Razor, but he couldn't lie to save his life.
I've also got someone else in mind. Noelle, the trainee knight. She's a very honest person. I don't think she'd tell a lie.
Alrighty, write her name down too.
Wait, there's one more person. You know, our long-standing staffer at the alchemy bench.
Huh? You mean Timaeus?
Yes, him. Truth be told, he's been love-struck recently. He swore that he wouldn't say a dishonest word or slack off until he succeeds in getting the woman he loves.
Timaeus has a crush?
Crush?
Yes, that's right.
Well, who is it? Do you know her?
I've never met her. All I know is that she's from Liyue.
Crush?
On the topic, helping Timaeus win the Lady of his dreams was also one of my goals for this Windbloom Festival.
But how can we help with that?
I don't know. Make sure he uses nice paper and a fancy envelope when he sends letters to her. Help him pick a nice gift and wrap it properly. That sort of thing.
Yeah. I had the same situation once in the Avidia Forest. I helped another forest ranger out by delivering a love letter to the coworker she likes.
Yep, that sort of thing exactly. Oh,
exactly.
Also, I helped him with some of the groundwork for one of his research projects. He must have appreciated it, because he gave me a refrigeration device that he's been developing as a thank you gift.
Is it any good?
I mean, it looks nice.
Sounds like a no.
Alright, guess we'll put Loverboy down on the list then.
Okay, so last of all, we have a legend that never ends. Anyone come to mind for this particular line?
Lisa, perhaps? A librarian understands books best, and aren't most legends written down somewhere?
When I think about legends, fairy tales and picture books come to mind.
Maybe Kale. She read a lot of fairy tales when Tainari was teaching her to read.
Oh, do I count?
Of course you do. I'll put you on the list. I prefer to read things like an illustrated analysis of alchemical substances and their uses, the fascinating principles of crafting and hypotheses of life.
Point taken. Paimon didn't quite understand any of those.
Klee might be a good choice. Her mother, Alice, is a renowned traveling author, so I'll bet she's been exposed to all sorts of myths and legends.
Alright then, Klee makes the short list.
Well, that should just about do it. Next up, we should go and ask the people on the list about the prophecy.
Do we have to ask absolutely everyone on the list? That seems like a lot of people.
It is. So, I was thinking that perhaps we should split up. That might make our search more effective.
Okie dokie.
Also,
Okie
I
dokie.
thought of a method of gathering feedback.
No problem. We can do that.
You and the Traveler are practically joined at the hip, so you two can go together. I'll pair up with Kale.
Capable Kale and sensible Sucrose. Sounds like a winning combination.
Okay, I promise I'll help. Capable Kale. Yeah, I got this.
Rest assured that the unbeatable Traveler and Paimon will do our part too. Off we go.
Okie dokie.
I plan on starting from the person with the most defined stronghold. So let's go to the library. Lisa should be there.
Stronghold. That's an, interesting word to use.
Maybe den? No, that's even worse.
How about lair?
А что делать?
Here we are. Lisa's lair.
Here we are.
Oh no. That was a bad word choice. Now Sucrose is using it. It's all my fault.
Lisa, might I ask if... Huh?
Sucrose. Kale. What are you doing here?
I can only suppose that they were Kale-ing on someone.
Колее попалась
At least
развратно
that's as far as
колесе.
I know.
Please, just stop it with these puns. I beg you. Are you trying to get worldwide fame for unfunny jokes?
Is Lisa not here at the moment?
Ой, блядь. Что сделать? Ну идти, конечно, это ценно.
She went out. I'm afraid it's just us here looking for information.
Except me.
Кроме меня
I'm not
никакая
here for
информация.
information.
Я сюда
Like
надеюсь
you, I came here for an
республика.
abortive search for the
Старшая
librarian, who
соученица
is
пока.
also my academia senior.
Oh, so you studied in the same darshan as Lisa?
That's right. Her mentor in Sumeru was also my benefactor. We were both Spontamod students.
Wow.
Wow.
Cool. But wait, we're getting sidetracked. We came here to look for some information. Kale and I are investigating a prophecy, and we were hoping you all might be able to help.
Oh? What sort of prophecy?
Тебе, наверное, по-любому стыдно за шутки Сайна.
I see.
I see.
You want to ask them about the flower that is not of this world, and me about the one who would never lie.
But there's no rush. You don't need to answer right away. We're just here to tell you about the situation. You can take your time to think it over and submit any thoughts you have in written form to the Sucrose mailbox.
The sucrose mailbox?
Sucrose.
Yep. I was thinking about it on the way. And although they seem like trick questions, there's a lot to mull over once you get down to the details. A quick answer off the top of your head might not go into enough depth. So, I decided to place a mailbox next to the alchemy crafting table. Everyone can submit their written answers there when they're ready. We don't have to call it the Sucrose mailbox, though. It could just as well be called the Sucrose and Kale mailbox. Or even the Sucrose, Kale, Traveler, and Paimon mailbox.
I think in this case, we can just go with your quick answer off the top of your head.
Sounds like a good solution. Certainly more reliable than verbal discussion alone.
Agreed. Certainly when it comes to discerning whether someone is a liar or not, you cannot simply take them at their word.
Understood. Once we've had a look into it, we'll place our replies into your mailbox.
Thank you all so much. Okay, let's tick them off the list and carry on working our way down.
Down.
Already done.
I'm pleasantly surprised to see those two introverts getting along so well.
Do you get the feeling that Kale's return to Mondstadt has emboldened her more contrarian side?
Yes, I'd noticed that too.
Traveling and meeting old friends are both good for the body and soul. And isn't rediscovering one's youth while revisiting old haunts a worthwhile pursuit?
When I first met Kale, she'd never known happiness or youth. But things are different now. Her Elazar being cured was a huge milestone in her life.
Kale is a very sensitive and introverted. From the time she's been in my care, I've observed that she's actually a very lively character by nature. But she had a very rough start in life, and it changed her.
So, might I assume that your respective claims of looking for plants and artists in Mondstadt were just pretexts?
I wouldn't say that. Both Kale and Genius Invocation TCG are very important to me.
Would it really kill you to just say yes in this situation?
Какие же долгие диалоги.
Yes. We came out of concern for Kale. She's been back to Mondstadt of her own accord several times, but it has led to no significant improvement in her mood.
Well, it won't hurt to give her some more time. I believe that Sucrose might be able to help her.
Sounds like an extension of your own self-confidence as your teacher.
Почему Сайна босой, практически?
In a similar vein, I've heard that Sumeru scholars often build their social relationships based on their academic ones. Is that true?
I suppose it might look like that from your perspective. Sumeru society is something of a special case. The reason it is known as the City of Learning is because all of its resources are in some way linked to academia. As such, academic resources equate to social capital. It is not unheard of, for example, for people to build a family in order to pursue further studies. But the relationship between the three of us is not an academic one turned social. We've never even worked on a paper together for starters.
Oh, so the academic paper is the nexus of the academic family. Interesting.
I would think of us more as siblings. An equal and pure relationship, unaffected by academic considerations.
As much as I'd prefer not to admit it, that statement is not inaccurate.
I can understand that position. I have a younger sister myself, and it's only natural for me to be protective of her. What you described fits the idea of a city of learning, as I imagine it. The family is where all social relationships intersect. As such, a family founded on common goals may actually be more stable. By the way, who's the eldest between you?
Let's not go down this rabbit hole, please.
In terms of age, I'm the eldest, of course. He just doesn't want to admit it.
But your mental age is younger than that. I dare say even by enough to be the youngest sibling. Perhaps I could bring Kale into this happy family to be your elder sister.
No. You will never see me admit to being the youngest sibling. Except perhaps as a last-ditch effort to turn the tables in a game of cards.
так долго?
Guess we'll leave Kale and Sucrose to it. Fingers crossed all goes well for them. Now then, where should we go first? Let's try our luck at the bulletin board, shall we? A lot of people tend to show up there at some point in the day. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Трым. Тыры-тым. Трым.
Nice. Just as we
Nice.
hoped. There's a load of people here.
Ну и чё за чел?
Even Lisa's here.
Hey there, Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while. How have you been?
We've been doing pretty well.
You look surprised, cuties. Is it because of me?
Teacher is not at the usual place.
Oh, please. It's not as if I'm glued to my chair. I like to get out for a little fresh air every once in a while. Mika's here today, so I thought it'd be a good time to introduce him to Bennett and Razor. They're all out and
Bennett and
about quite
Razor.
often, so it's helpful for them to get to know one another.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mika.
Mika.
I look forward to working with you.
No need to be so formal. We've known them for ages. They're cool.
Windbloom. Fun?
Actually, we haven't gotten to the fun part yet. We've been busy investigating a prophecy.
A prophecy? What
Prophecy?
A good one or a bad one?
Gosh, that all sounds quite fascinating.
I can't believe I made it onto your list of names. You really think I'll be able to help?
Believe in yourself. Right. Believe in yourself. You're a first-rate adventurer, Bennett.
Okay, then in that case, I'll step up and present my thoughts on the matter. Except I forgot I'm not really good at organizing my thoughts. Oops.
Oh, there's no need to tell us all of your thoughts right here and now. Sucrose said she'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench, so you can just write down your thoughts when they come to you, and drop them there.
A meticulous and efficient plan. Yep, that sounds like Sucrose.
I will think also.
Тырын, тын,
Give me
тырырын.
some time.
You still have other people on your list that you need to go see, right? We should leave you to it. Don't worry about us. We'll drop off our letters at the mailbox as soon as we're done.
Okay, bye for now. Let's head over to Star Snatch Cliff next. Maybe we'll be able to find some people there. And even if we don't find any familiar faces, you can see really far from up at the top. Maybe we can find people that way.
Aw, you're working so hard. Do be sure to get some rest when you can. If you get tired, you know you're always welcome to visit me for a break and a cup of tea.
Тым, тын, тын,
Where to
тырын, тын.
next? Let me check my notes. Huh, this way. Got it.
Got
Kale,
it.
please follow me.
Please follow me. Тын, 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 тырын, тын, тын.
The sun is already out? Oh, okay. Just one last
Дендры с анемонии не стакаются.
Last one, I promise.
А, тут не надо драться, ладно.
Oh, it's our lucky day.
It's a lucky day.
People over there.
Amber? Wow! And Eula's with her too!
Wow.
Oh, it's Sucrose! And Klee also spies the girl with the long scarf.
Kale, we were just talking about you. Ah, right, I don't think you've been introduced to Noelle before. Kale, this is Noelle, maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Nice to meet you, Kale. I missed you the last few times you were in Mondstadt, so I'm glad to finally meet you in person.
Oh, nice to meet you too, Noelle. My name is Kale. But you already knew that.
Relax, you two. There's no need to be so courteous. We're not on some kind of diplomatic mission here.
Klee, what are you doing here? Are you planning to blast some fish?
Nope. Klee's on patrol with the other knights.
Huh. Now that you mention it, it looks like everyone here is a Knight of Favonius except for Kale and me.
I'd heard that there was a very young knight in the ranks, but it's still a surprise to see with my own eyes. Kale, what do you do? I'm a trainee forest ranger in the Avidia Forest. Trainee? It means I'm not officially a fully qualified forest watcher yet. I'm still learning.
Oh, you're just like me. I'm still working towards becoming a fully qualified knight.
Technically, though the distinction is hardly relevant right now. This isn't a very formal patrol. We're just chatting.
Don't panic, Kale. Just pick a topic and join the conversation. Don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic.
Don't
It's
panic.
just Amber and her friends. There's no need to be nervous.
Let me guess. Were you chatting about the new guests in town?
Yup. A few folks from Sumeru have come to visit, so we're brainstorming a few nice surprises for them.
Amber!
Sorry, at least I didn't say anything about what the surprises are.
Oh no. How am I supposed to join this conversation now? What do I say to that?
Speaking of nice surprises, we've actually had a fairly big one recently.
What kind of surprise? Tell me! I'm saved. Sucrose has given me a lead-in. Now, I just need to follow on from what she's already started talking about.
What an interesting prophecy. I have no idea what the answers could be, though.
So essentially, you're gathering information to help you solve the riddles, correct? I'll do my best to help.
Thank you so much, Eula.
Anytime.
There's no need to answer right away. We'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench for people to drop us a note once they've thought of something.
I'll drop something in there for sure.
Nice idea. I think we can all commit to writing a note. We'll see what we can come up with.
Yup, don't worry. You can count on us. But we do have to finish our patrol first.
What route are you taking today?
We started in the Stormbearer Mountains, and we'll end at the city gates. You'd be very welcome to join us, but it sounds like you're pretty busy with all this.
No. There's always next time. We'll join up with you after we're done working through this prophecy.
Oh, yeah, so, we'll be on our way for now.
See you later. Have a safe trip back. Are you okay, Kale?
Was it that obvious?
No, not at all. It just looked like you had something on your mind.
So that means it was obvious.
Whatever's bothering you, you can talk to me about it if you want.
I'm happy to help. Thanks, Sucrose. The truth is, I don't really know how to act around Amber and the others.
Really?
Really?
I thought you two were good friends.
I guess if I'm being completely honest, the problem's probably with me. The first time I came to Mondstadt, I was really immature. I didn't want to let people in, and I was generally pretty awful to everyone. Amber was the one person who didn't give up on me, and if it wasn't for her persistence, I wouldn't have found a friend at all. Without Amber, I might not even be here today. And because of that, I really look up to her. I think of her as my role model, and hoped that maybe one day, I could learn to be like her. But after trying and failing for several years, I think I finally realized. I'm no Amber, and I never will be. Looking back, it seems silly that I ever thought like that. We're nothing alike at all. My personality's so... weird. I always get so anxious and I overthink everything.
Aw, Kale, don't say that.
Sucrose? Would it be okay if I told you a bit about my past?
Девушки остановятся уже в пустом месте. Поднимается легкий ветер, и Коли рассказывает историю своей жизни с детства. Чё это происходит вообще?
I already knew bits and pieces about her, but still, why did she have to go through all that?
I'm sorry. We've only just met and I'm already dumping all of this on you. This is why I get so frustrated at myself. I'm always doing this. I get into a spiral of self-doubt, and then I end up having to find somewhere to vent it all out.
No, it's fine. I'm really glad that you're willing to tell me all this. People don't open up about their deepest feelings unless they really trust the other person. Don't you think? At least, I think it's kind of an honor. And, I mean... you've probably noticed by now...
Probably?
But I don't have the best social skills either. I always just end up talking about the things I'm interested in, and going on and on. But even so, you still listen to me when I talk my head off about alchemy. It's a relief to listen to you talking about yourself for once. If you hadn't told me all of those things, I never would have guessed that you struggle so much. Honestly, I feel like we're very similar people.
Really?
Yeah. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. I certainly do. All the feelings that you talked about just now, I totally get it. It takes so much more effort for us introverts to fit into a crowd. When you were saying about how you try to think about what to say in advance, and you're constantly terrified of saying the wrong thing and making things awkward, I relate to that so much. Oh, and also that part about studying under a genius. In fact, before meeting you, I'd never met anyone who seemed so similar to myself.
Oh.
I'm not very good at giving words of comfort or anything, and I'm not gonna tell you to just get over it or stop worrying about it. How about we just sit here for a little while? We don't have to force a conversation if we can't think of anything. We can just sit here together.
Sucrose has stopped talking, but for some reason, this doesn't feel awkward at all. Maybe she's right, and we're more similar than I realized. In Sumeru, I always like to find a quiet place to just sit and watch the scenery, but it's always by myself. I never thought there'd be a day when I could do this with someone else by my side. Mondstadt's breeze is so gentle and soft.
Hey, Kale. See that cloud over there? Doesn't it look like one of my test tubes?
think so. Sorry.
Then maybe we're not quite on the same wavelength on everything. At least, not when it comes to looking at clouds in the sky.
Thank you, Sucrose. I feel much better after talking to you.
Thank you, Sucrose.
Yeah, it helps a lot, doesn't it? I also vent to my flasks sometimes.
Привет.
The next time we get the chance, I have to show you my Tetratanic Sweet Flower and my Tetratanic Windbloom.
Ух, эти диалоги. Целых 2 часа диалогов. Ой, можно было уснуть, пока они болтают. Да, очень.
Sure. I'll try the cheese one.
Aw, look! They're enjoying the scenery together.
Скип. Да, долгий какой-то.
No, it's
На
fine.
PlayStation
Let
долго
them
все.
sit for a while.
Очень долго.
We're not what Colleen needs right now. She needs a new friend. Someone different who's never met her before.
I don't get it. Is there
I don't get it.
There is. You'll understand once you're a little older, Klee. People can draw different kinds of strength from different kinds of friends. And right now, Colleen needs someone that's just not the same old me.
Долго. Тын-тыр-дын. Ай-яй. К утесу. Утес. Тырын-дын. Ой, как долго.
We made it! I'm on hopes we find someone we need here.
Help! Oh, I beg you, please don't let go!
Who's that yelling? Let's hurry and take a look. Timaeus? And we also have Rosaria and Mona? What kind of mishmash ensemble is this?
Good question. What kind of a motley crew is this?
It's been a while, traveler.
Тын-тыр-дын.
You two are looking pretty good. I trust you've been well.
Yep, we're definitely faring a lot better than this poor guy on the ground.
Underground.
Hey, please don't rub salt in my wound. I really have been trying my best.
Oh, you're one to talk. If this sister hadn't grabbed you in time, then you would have been seriously hurt, if not dead.
I know. I really am grateful, miss. I can't thank you enough.
Don't
Thank you
mention it.
enough.
Just lending a hand.
Quite literally. And had she not lent him a hand and pulled him up, he would have gone tumbling down the cliffside.
What happened? Did Timaeus almost fall off the cliff?
Well, so what actually happened was I came to Star Snatch Cliff today to pick some flowers and ran into Mona on the way. She took a look at her scry glass and advised me to turn back because it would be dangerous.
But you still came up here anyway?
Well, yes, I did, because there's something I just had to do.
Oh, I hardly think giving flowers to your crush is worth throwing one's life away for.
It's rare to run into someone with a death wish in this area.
I don't have a death wish. I just didn't think it would really come true. I mean, when Mona said it would be dangerous, I thought I'd be fine as long as I watched my step cautiously. I'm sorry, okay? I was
I'm
wrong.
sorry.
I'm telling you, I'm just here chasing the love of my life. Love struck Mondstadt is
Love
what
in
the
my
Windbloom
life.
Festival's all about.
Okay, that explains you.
Mm.
But why is Rosaria here?
I was looking for a quiet place to escape the crowds. I wasn't planning on having to save a life along the way.
So that's why the Scryglass just showed danger instead of fatal danger.
Чё, только проснулась, что ли? Ихот Бебрикович.
Very funny. Anyway, Traveler and Paimon, what brings the two of you to Starsnatch Cliff?
Just trying our luck. We've got a lot of people we need to see today, so we've been all over the place. Actually, you're some of the people we were looking for.
Huh?
Hey. Ding-ding-ding.
I see.
I see.
So all we'll need to do is find some clues, make a note, and drop it off at the mailbox.
I can't believe, что так много диалогов. Ужас. 3 часа диалога. Ну, может, 1,5, 2,5. I can't believe.
I came here because I wanted to give some Cecilias to the girl I love. They'll really suit her. She's...
No one asked.
No.
Please, do not subject us to your gushing about your girlfriend.
Oh, you saw right through me.
You said you need clues, right? Well, in that case, Mona Magistus the astrologist will provide you with a personally handwritten letter. Just wait for it to show up in your mailbox.
You can be on your way now. We won't keep you any longer.
Alright, then let's head back for now and meet up with everyone else.
Will do. This is all so embarrassing. Thank you both.
Чё, куда дальше? Боже. Боже, как много. Если бы давали бы за каждую букву в диалоге в этих заданиях по примагеме, по примагему или по камней исток хотя бы. Было бы хорошо. Жирно? Да ладно, чё ты что, не хочешь так? Мне кажется, это... Вы терпите эти диалоги уже отдельное испытание. Ну, не хотите, как хотите. Мне больше достанется.
It's just a shame that Kale got a splinter.
Don't worry about me. I'm used to
Хотите, вот так.
I've already taken care of it.
We've already wrapped up everything on our to-do list for today. So, all we need to do now is wait for everyone's letters to arrive.
От лица хуеверсов это жирно.
Ну,
не знаю.
You're definitely your master's student, Sucrose. As long as you or Albedo are around, Paimon can relax and know that everything's taken care of.
Stop. You're embarrassing me.
Stop.
Wait. Actually, there's one thing that still needs taking care of. Paimon's starving. Hey, Traveler, you wanna get dinner? Your treat.
Ding-ding-ding.
I'll go with Sucrose to return the leftover materials to the vendors. You two, go get a proper meal. We can't have anyone going hungry.
Yeah, now would be a good time for a break. Once everything is ready, let's meet up here again and collate all the information we've gathered.
Sounds like a plan.
Ding-ding-ding. Ding-ding-ding-ding-ding.
Paimon will have this one, one, and this one. Ooh, and this one. Hey, Paimon's really hungry. And don't forget, Paimon's also ordering for you too. It's not like Paimon's gonna eat everything by herself. Ooh, Paimon is super full.
Paimon.
Is everything packed up and ready? What do you think about meeting up at 5 to go to my house?
Yes, everything's ready. I've packed some great wine and smoked ham. Oh, your parents will love it.
Ham? Look, we've known each other for quite some time now. Don't you think it's been long enough for you to remember that we only eat bacon in my house?
I must remember to get some milk today on my way home. Please, feel free to pay a visit to Cat's Tail anytime.
Enjoying the scenery?
Oh, Tone Deaf Bard! Are you here for some food as well?
Oh, I can put something on your
Miss
tab?
Alkash.
Well, that's a pity. I already had a few drinks before coming here. I shall take you up on your kind offer another day. There should be no shortage of opportunities in the future. Anywho, you should be getting ready to thank me. I come bearing good news.
What kind of good news?
Behold!
What is it?
It's what you need the most right now. The answer to the prophetic puzzle. Simply head to the location marked on the map and you'll find the lantern you've been looking for. However, if I were you, I wouldn't just go and reveal the secret right away. As you've seen, a lot of people have been laboring hard to uncover the answer. A secret is like a well-aged brew. The aroma from the bottle is sweetest when revealed in the cup. Then it's settled. Prophecy. Also, if you have some time, we could organize another fast-track love poem class.
Oh, you're starting that up again?
I sure am. Nobody else has signed up this year, though, so the duty to learn falls on you. Anyway, see you later.
He always looks so relaxed whenever we run into him. Paimon can't help but be jealous.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could I chat with you for a moment?
Oh? Who are you?
You may call me Scarlet. Just like you, I'm a traveler visiting Mondstadt from
Скарлетт,
another land.
она что, из Снежной?
Mind if I buy you a drink? Leaving the door open for another
Нет.
time, I see. I can tell that you've dealt with
Я
a
же
lot of people
отключился.
during your
Спать
travels.
лег.
You can tell?
Телотус, иди куда идти, вот? Да собираю еще. Куда торопиться? Ой.
That's why I tried to
Тут,
shorten the
оказывается, Сайна
conversation in the first
великий
place.
шутник.
I was on my way to go shopping earlier when I overheard your
Аж
conversation
тигнорит.
next to the crafting bench.
За Сайн
From what I
стыдно
could
стало, что
gather,
ли?
you are trying to investigate a bizarre prophecy?
Yep,
Такие шутки смешные.
bizarre is definitely the word.
Don't you think it sounds just like the kind of story that would happen in
Уже
Mondstadt?
вскричал.
Anyway, that's why I wanted to ask you a favor. If and when you manage to unravel the answer to the prophecy, could you let me know what it is? Not so much the prophecy itself, but Mondstadt as a nation. That's what I'm interested in. I was born in a distant land, but I have family and friends who once lived in Mondstadt for a long time. They said that it's a great place full of fairy tales and romance and recommended that I come for a visit. As it happens...
We think so too.
So... About
So...
the prophecy... Thank you. You're very friendly. It's been a real pleasure to meet you. I'll leave it to you then. Hope you continue to enjoy the city and have a wonderful day.
She definitely isn't dressed like a local, huh? Where do you think her hometown could be?
Please find me a flower that is not of this world, and a guide who will never get lost. Find me one who would never lie, as well as a legend that never ends. I never thought I'd have someone secretly following me, even in a free city like Mondstadt. Good day to you, miss.
Ура! Неужели? Сколько лет? Сколько мне понадобилось времени, чтобы это все пройти. Что? Записку от Венти? Что там? Рецепт самогона? Записка от Венти. Награда события.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Тырырырым. Чё, крутанем одно? Вау. Магазин. Как это ничего? Там рогатка, по-моему, выпала. Ты чё? Это же вещь. Чё, давай по одной. Давай, если айход бибрику выпадает какая-нибудь... Ой. Если сейчас летит лего, то айход бибрику дарю БПшки каждое этот обновление. До конца своих дней. А если не выпадает, то не дарю. Ха-ха-ха. Бля, пронесло. Айхот Беверик выбили на волоски от счастья. Давай, если сейчас выпадает лего, то Айхот Бебрик мне каждое обновление дарит БП. Да блин, да что такое? Да все равно нету нифига. Так. Ладно, давай, если сейчас выпадает лего, то я хоть бебрику дарю каждый раз эти, как она? Как Луна, по-моему, да? Вау, рогатка опять. Макс Пак. Ладно, давай Макс Пак. Если будет лего, то дарю Макс Пак. Да. Ну и последнее. Ничего. А все, больше нет. Летний блеск. Сайно. Дыхание.
But where are those who share?
Может, кого-то звать много? Можно. Колей. Тут не хватает. Трым-трым-трым-трым. Ой, не туда. Пернатый же там дальше.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Турурурурум. Турурум. Сейчас скоро ехать надо будет, грузиться. Сейчас колею возвышу. Новосердие, ну го тогда. А тут же, да, усердие. Для Беннета тебе надо. Тырырырыры.
Every journey has its final day.
Don't
Don't
rush. Мне к тебе зайти. Тебе нужно на квасе, что ли? На квас надо. Ну окей, го. Тынь. Приглашайте. Куда надо там вам? Так, а что тут кого выбрать? Так, норм.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liu.
Дing-ding-ding-ding.
There is no escape. One with nature.
У меня Рейден-то не прокачан.
As one with wind and cloud. There is no escape. Now is it my time? Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
У меня Рейден-то не прокачана. Давай других типов возьмем. Ты все видел? Что ты видел? Обманешь? О чем ты?
Illusion shattered.
Почему кто-то улыбается? Турурурум. Так. А вот ты возьми Сяо и этот Диону. А я возьму Шиньхэй и Ганей. Ты играл в доту, и что теперь? Нельзя играть в доту? Скоро буду играть этот, как его? Лигу Легенд. Тыры-тын. Кто я? Фирменное блюдо Томы. Я что-то там другое ел, по-моему. А вот. А, нет. 10% плюс 1000. А чё ты хиллера-то не взял? Я же говорил, бери Диону. Эх, от Бибрик. Ужас. Что за чел?
Rex Lapis.
Блять, пиздец.
I'm sorry.
Cryo incarnate in your dreams. My will embodied.
Access denied. My contract.
Да блин, как она дохнет-то? То чё, Грию нельзя брать или что? Ты подожди, я подхилю. Тын-дын-тын-дын. О, цветочки. Все, приглашай. Так. Снова нет. Не, давай лучше Кадзуху возьму. А давай я Сяо возьму. Айхот Пибрик, давай я возьму со Сяо. И Беннет. Сейчас я тебе покажу, что такое крутой Сяо. С миллионом урона. При каждом падении там все такое. Ой, у кого-то хватало, чуть не умирает. Терен, терен. 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 А чё схватал? А где хватал? Эх, вот бебрик. Нет. Бедная Хута, не хватило ей щита, не успела ей достать. А тут не досталось. Но тут же эти подскользнулась бедняжка. Туфли у нее неудобные, походу. Бывает. Она уже 8 марта отмечает, бухает. Пьяная она вся уже. Вот Хутаочка. Закружилась, ну ок. У нее закружилась голова от моего крутого Сяо, наверное. Офигеть, какой у меня, оказывается, крутой Сяо. Тыры-тын, тыры-дан, тыры-да-дан. Ау. Сося дали по щам сейчас только что. Let's light it up. Подхилили хутау. Ow. Тыры-ты-тын, тыры-ты-тын. Чё, все что ли? iPhone Bevericage. I heart. 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 Ну все, Найлган свободен. Вы освобождаете Найлган. Ура, я свободен. Айхот Бебрик отпустила меня на свободу, ура. Я могу сделать теперь все, что захочу. Ура, Добби свободен. Ну все, наверное, да? Надо отдохнуть. Потом вечером включу, может, еще. Тебе Дота понравилось, нет? Да, пора попить чая. Будешь тоже играть в Доту? Или Лигу Легенд? Давай на следующей неделе Лигу Легенд скачаю. Посмотрим там. А пикселила также жестко? Или как-то получше было? Более смотрибельно. Да нет, не сложно на самом деле, простая, просто надо уметь, просто надо быстро нажимать кнопки и ну, быстро прокачивать, то есть там же есть вот эти штучки зеленые, которые я покупал, просто надо за каждого персонажа шарить, и вот эти скиллы ему прокачивать и шмотки покупать. Но зато тут крутить ничего не надо сразу, просто... Ну, привыкнуть можно. Допустим, будешь играть за одного перса какого-нибудь постоянно и будешь тащить. Смотря какие противники еще персонажи. Что такое? посмотрим. Ладно, я пойду чай попью. Позже вернусь вечером.